Hey guys, finally had time to do a little video summary feedback on this one. Before I start, I know about all the negative comments and feedback and input from others who on forums and all that stuff, like, you know, the wings are too small and the V-fin is bent and all that. Maybe they're the colors or the markings, but I'm just pretty much going to go over this item as in some of the positive things that I like about it. I'm glad I took a risk on it. I didn't let the comments kind of deter me from not buying this. I'm pretty much collecting the DX size super robots, so this one really fit in my collection. So I'm going to go ahead and go over this while it's all armored up. I pretty much got all the weapons up here. Let's turn it around here. He has his rifle, beam rifle, the long range rifle cannon. Let's see, I'll turn it around here. He has the bigger sword. Jetpack right here, kind of goes up and down. Let's see here. Gonna turn it all the way around. And he's got his small shield right there. And while I have him right here, I'll go ahead and turn off the lights, or kind of dim them down a little bit so you can see. Alright. And this other light is right in here. So that lights up his chest and a little bit of his eyes. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. And probably see the base right there. Okay. Turn the light back on. He also came with a shield, two of these, shield generators, I believe he puts on the rest. And he came with some other effects part for his sabers here. Alright. So, I'm going to turn off these lights here. I'll bring them a little closer so you can see them. Turn off the chest light. By the way, the lights were already installed when I got it, so it's kind of surprising. Okay. And if you're curious about like the instruction booklet, it's kind of thin, but it was in color. There. It had a kind of fold out page. Let's see, let's kind of go over that. Yeah. And this was done by Hot Studio, in case I didn't go over it. They call it Mecha Force, but we know it as a Destiny Gundam. And the box was pretty generic, you know, plain looking compared to like a Bandai item. So that's about it. Move this out of the way. Alright. Okay. Just like I was going over, like his weapons here. This huge sword right here. I kind of just folded it out here just as for saving some time. So I just put there, and you can attach it back there. His long range, kind of like beam cannon. You could fold it up like this. I just folded it here just to kind of save time for you to see that. Right there, you can fold it all the way in underneath his shoulders. And this gun, you can, take it off and put it in his back. Okay, so what I'll kind of go over next is I'm going to take off some of this weapons off and then go over a little bit of the articulation of this item. I should say majority of the die-cast content is internally all into the joints, into the internal frame. Similar to like a metal build. Just think of this as an oversized metal build. So majority of the outside of this is pretty much all plastic. But later in this video, you can see that this is one of the heaviest Chogokin collectibles that I have. So I'll kind of go over that later after this. So I'm going to take some of his weapons off, and I'll just kind of go over briefly of its articulation. Okay, I took off most of his weapons or accessories off, and probably going to go over some of the key articulation stuff. Let's see, starting with this head here, kind of has the up and down motion here, and the side to side here. His neck right here, you can see, kind of tilts there. And you could take these off, and then while I have this off, this is where you can put the laser, the effect, the beam saber there. I'll take both of these off. Okay, and the V-fin was a little bent. I was able to kind of bend it a little bit better to make it more, straight. It was like curled looking when I first got it. As you can see here, I already have his elbow kind of almost 90 degree. It has like a nice double joint elbow. Here, I really like this. Got the articulated fingers there. You believe that? Like a PG style model. Has a kind of like a wrist articulation here. Kind of bends at the wrist point, kind of like at the forearm. And has a good bicep swivel there. These panels lift up, and you can put it here, and yeah, so you can kind of extend that. I'm not sure why you would need to extend it out there, abducting it all the way out like that, but it is there. And I should say, before I forget, the legs, the joints were extremely tight. I actually had to spray a little bit of a lubricant on it to kind of loosen it up. And while I'm here, going from top down, he does have, there you can see it better, where you can see the ab crunch there, surprisingly. And he's got a good kind of oblique crunch, side to side motion. The side skirts, front skirts, whatever you want to call them, they go up and down to allow this type of articulation on the, get out here, on the leg portion here. This goes up, and the panels slide here. The thigh panels go in and out there. That's nice. And come down there. Let's see. It's got its feet go up and down here. Not too much side to side motion, like a kind of rocking back and forth. Not too much of that, which is fine in case you want to stand it. Put all the weapons, his kind of the sword, and put it back in here into place. And like I said, you could take them off. I'm just gonna take them off like that. Okay, and I have his rifle here attached to his back. Right here, up there. Okay, this. So, okay, and I should say here's his small shield there. So, put him over here. There you go. Alright, well, I'm going to do some comparisons and weigh this guy to some another heavier Chogokin, and I want to kind of compare it. But let's go to that, and I'll see you in a couple. Alright, so earlier I was talking about the size of this thing. So you kind of see where handling this thing is a little cumbersome because it's so the size of this is huge. So I have a metal build Freedom. You can see that the size discrepancy. Now you can see what I'm talking about. It doesn't even reach to its waist. So I'll move him here. I know it's not fair because that's a different size scale. But this right here, wow. Very nice. This is the first time I posed these two together. And I think when I first bought this, I weighed them, and let's see if I could do it here with you guys. Oops, I can take them off. So you could probably see he's like 0, 0, right? So I'm gonna move him over here. You can kind of see that 3 pounds 10 ounces, right? I know can't really compare because he has this huge backpack. But 3 pounds, almost 4 pounds. 3 pounds, 15.5 ounces. See if I put my finger in there. Yeah. So he's pretty much almost 4 pounds. So put it right here. So I'm gonna put him right here and take him out. So for the Gundam fans here, I know he's a die-cast item, you know, Chigoken item or a Goken item, but I just kind of wanted to see the comparison of that. And then I think they kind of build it as a 1/60 scale item. I can consider this more of a DX item. Here he is with a and granted, I'm not a serious gunpla builder. I haven't even done the detailing of either of those models there, but you can see the size of how big this this Destiny Gundam is. That's a 1/6 scale, and this is a mega size right there. So he's in between there, but okay. Well, I just kind of wanted to go over this real quick. I feel he's highly underrated. I'm glad I took a risk of this. And I didn't listen to comment forums or people, you know, complaining about things and picking out the flaws and faults. I'm doing this video just to pick out the positive things of this. So he's pretty hard to find now. So if you can find it, definitely worth buying. So the next time, thanks a lot for watching. See you guys again.